Go to chapter 21 in business IGCSE, the importance of motivation in the workplace. When we talk about motivation, motivation means what makes workers to be happy, what makes them to be satisfied, what makes them want to continue to work. That's motivation. What keeps them going? Go down. What is meant by motivation? Motivation is the desire to achieve a goal. Some people are self-motivated. This means they have the drive to achieve goals on their own. They do not need any encouragement. However, others need to be motivated. They need the push, pressure, or rewards. For example, some students are self-motivated. They aim to achieve good results. They will attend all lessons, meet coursework, deadlines, and study hard. In contrast, some students lack the drive to achieve goals. These students will need encouragement such as reward for good attendance or praise for meeting deadlines. Motivation is a desire to achieve a goal. That means you have the zeal, you have a reason to achieve a goal. That is motivation. Some people are well self-motivated, which means they do not need to be encouraged. They do not need to be rewarded or pressurized before they achieve those goals. They are self-motivated. But others, they need to be pushed, they need to be pressurized, they need to be encouraged to achieve the goal. I think it's clear. So we'll go down. In the importance of motivation in the workplace. Okay, so why is employee motivation important in the business? That's where we are, right? If a business has a well-motivated workforce, it will perform better. People will be happier in the workplace. The working environment will be more agreeable and labor productivity will be higher. Therefore, business profits are likely to be higher. Three specific reasons can be identified for why motivation is important in the workplace. So, why employee motivation is important? Employees, they are the workers, right? They are the ones that are in charge of the operations of the business. So, if they are well motivated, if they are motivated, it will increase their productivity. It will mean that the environment will be conducive. It will mean that there won't be conflict. There will always be agreement between workers because there's motivation. There's reason to be there's reason to achieve the goal. So we are all going to be on the same page. Do you understand? Because they are happy, they are satisfied. So they all want to get to that point of success. So there won't be problem. Productivity will increase. Even the profit of the business will also increase. Do you understand? Yes. So it is important for a business to have employees that are well motivated. It increases productivity. It improves the workplace environment. It makes the workplace environment to be conducive, ideal, agreeable, and productivity will increase. Profit will rise. So what are those three specific reasons that can be identified for why motivation is important? One, easier to attract employees. One reason why it is important to have motivated employees is that it also attracts potential employees. So they know that, oh, the employees of ABC Limited are always motivated. I want to join that group. I want to join that team. So it attracts the best possible workforce because they feel that the environment they are coming in is an environment that will allow them to be successful too. They say businesses need to attract the best possible workers available. If a business can put highly capable and reliable workers, it might gain a competitive edge on its rivals. If employees are motivated, the working environment and atmosphere is likely to be pleasant. Workers are more likely to be cheerful, polite, supportive, and positive. This is important when interviewees are being shown around the work environment. Good candidates will be more likely to accept the job if they are impressed with what they see and feel about the workplace. A business might also develop a good reputation for employing a happy and well-motivated workforce. This will encourage people to apply for jobs in the first place. It will also attract good employees from rivals. So if, as an interviewee, I try to see the working environment and I find out that, oh, this working environment is an environment that is agreeable. It's an environment for motivated workers. I would be happy to join such environment. And if you have all your employees well motivated, it means the reputation of your business will be good too. Do you understand? So if you have well motivated employees, it can also allow you as a business to increase or to improve your reputation in the market. So easier to retain employees. If employees are motivated, so you don't need they will always want to stay. So look how they say it is important for a business to keep hold of its workers. If they are well motivated, they are less likely to leave their jobs. This means that staff turnover, the rate at which people leave their jobs will be lower. This is good because if staff turnover is high, recruitment selection and training costs will be higher. A high level turnover can also be troublesome for managers trying to organize business activities or other workers. Once good quality workers have been recruited and trained, it is important for businesses to keep them highly motivated. If they can do this, the business is more likely to be profitable. Okay. What they are talking about easier to retain employees is this. When you employ workers that are well motivated, it means they won't be leaving your organization, they won't be leaving your job. They will stay, they will want to continue working with you. So it is important for businesses, firms, companies when they are able to attract quality workers, it is important for them to ensure that these workers remain motivated so that they don't leave their organization. Do you get the point yet? There's one thing in employing quality workers. There's another thing in keeping them, making sure they are motivated to stay with your organization. Because it's only when they are able to stay, the quality of their job will increase, the productivity will increase, the profitability of the business will also increase. So that's another reason why motivation is important for employees. Is it clear? Yes. The third one, higher labor productivity. When motivated employees will work harder, they are likely to take more pride in their work, complete tasks quickly, and feel that their jobs are important. As a result, they will produce higher levels of output. Businesses also need workers to cooperate. For example, more and more businesses organize their staff into teams. Therefore, if workers do not cooperate with each other, teamwork will be disrupted. At work, conflict might result if a team member is uncooperative. However, well-motivated employees are likely to be cooperative, so a good team spirit is likely to develop, which will raise the productivity. Poorly motivated staff are more likely to take time off. They may also become depressed, use minor illness as an excuse for missing work, or simply take time off. This is bad for business because production will be lost, costs will rise, and profit will fall. So, higher productivity there will be higher labor productivity if employees are motivated. Why? Because when motivated employees will want to work harder, they will take pride in their job. They will feel that their job is more important to them. So they would want to do it as best as possible for them. Okay. Do you understand? So because they find importance in their job, they always want to be at workplace. They won't find excuses not to come to work. But a poorly motivated staff, a poorly motivated employee, even with headache, will not want to go to work. Will find different excuses for not attending work. So staff absenteeism always increase whenever employees are not motivated. Do you understand? Yes. So if workers are motivated, they will always be at work. Profit will increase, productivity will increase, output will increase, profit will definitely increase. But staff that are not motivated, they will be absent, cost will continue to rise, revenue would fall, profit would fall. So it is important for employees to be motivated because when they are motivated, they do more. They see the work as more important as them, and they wouldn't want to mess up with things. But if they are not motivated, they don't care. Is it clear? So how can business influence motivation? How can business influence motivation? Yes, a business can change the motivation of workers because they have the opportunity to provide a number of human needs. These needs may be physiological, social, or concern safety and security. Businesses can meet these needs by providing adequate paid, challenging, and creative work. For example, a number of theories have been developed that suggest how businesses can motivate workers by satisfying human needs. Businesses are there. They have the financial capability. They have the human capability. They have the material resources capability to make workers happy. So that means there are different ways businesses can make workers to be happy. Did you get the point I'm making here? Because they have the capacity, the capability to do it. So let's see what they said here. So we start with Ellsberg two-factor theory. So psychologist Frederick Ellsberg discovered in the 1960s that certain factors at work would help to give employees job satisfaction. He called these motivators. He also found out that other factors could leave workers dissatisfied. He called these hygiene factors. So for Frederick Ellsberg, he believed that there are factors that brings about job satisfaction. He called one motivators, which are those things that will make workers to be happy. and they call the other ones hygiene. Those things, if they are not present at work, workers will be dissatisfied. Workers will not be happy. Do you get the point I'm making here? So there's job satisfaction, which means workers happy. Job satisfaction means you are happy with your job. So according to Frederick Ellsberg, it means that there are motivators and there are hygiene factors. For motivators, these are things that are present at the workplace that satisfy employees. And for hygiene, these are things that will result into workers not being happy. Did you get it? So we start with the hygiene, achieving aims. So if workers believe that they can achieve certain aims at work, they will be happy.
Stop it.
Yeah, sorry, motivators here. So for motivators, achieving aims, when you are happy, when you know that you can achieve this thing, you will be happy, you would want to do more. They are motivated. Chance of promotion. If workers know that if they put more effort at workplace, they will be promoted, they will be given a new position. They will be happy to do the job. The third one, responsibility. Give workers more responsibility. Give them more responsibility, give them more functions to do. Set them targets. This can also motivate them. This can make them to be happy. Recognition. Reward them. Applaud them. Tell them well done for the job done. So this will motivate them. Personal development. Workers are also motivated when they know that they are improving in their lives too. Do you understand? So for hygiene factors, if these things are not present at workplace, workers will not be happy. One, pay. The payment, what you are paying your workers must be fair enough to make them happy. Two, working condition. The environment should be conducive. Make every resources that are needed be available. Three, job security. Ensure let them be confident that the future of the company is with them, that they are part of the future of the company. If they are not sure, they are not certain about their future, they won't work with all their strength. They don't know what happens with them tomorrow. They won't put effort. But if they know that going forward in the business, they are also going to go forward with the business. The future their future lies in the business. They will put more effort. Quality of supervision. Who are their supervisors? Are their supervisors those ones that encourages them, or do you only want to criticize them? You have to think about it. Staff relationship. Do they have bonds with each other? Can they work within a team? If yes, then they will be willing to stay at the workplace. Company policy. Their policies, their procedures. So the company policy must be put in a way that the procedures are, effective and fair. So don't say workers if they are late to work, they will cut off their salary. Why can't you just think about those workers that are not always late, but they are late today? So because they are late today, you want to take off their salary, and they've never been late before. So your policies are there, your regulations, but how you carry them out is also important. So that's why we say there's policy, there's procedure. Is it clear? Yes. So this is according to Ellsberg. So Ellsberg said business must find ways of giving workers job satisfaction to motivate them. So job satisfaction is important if you want your workers to motivate them. Is it clear? So go to Maslow's hierarchy. So we'll go down to let's back to factors theory now. We did that, right? Yes. So we're going to Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Psychologist Abraham Maslow recognized in 1943 the needs of employees, but arranged them into a hierarchy showing that some needs are more important than others. Maslow's hierarchy of needs is usually presented in a pyramid. So for Maslow, he believes that there's always an hierarchy of need for employees. So one hierarchy is important than another. So we have the first in the hierarchy is the physiological needs. When we talk about physiological needs, we're talking about the needs for food, clothing, shelter. So employees are motivated because they want to put food on their table, they want to clothe, they want to shelter. So here they wrote, physiological needs. Physiological needs are the basic human needs and at the bottom of the pyramid. They include food, drink, shelter, warmth, and rest. Humans also need protection from physical and physiological threats. If these needs are not met, humans cannot survive. Work provides the means to satisfy these needs. By going to work, people can earn money to buy food, clothes, and safe shelter. So, safe shelter. With work, the physiological needs can be met. So that means workers that are motivated, workers that need to meet up with their basic needs, need to work. And the motivation will come if they are able to meet up with these needs at work. So the workplace will provide them with physiological needs. So that makes them to be motivated. Do you get it? Safety and security. People need protection from any form of danger and from physical and physiological threats. They also need routine and familiarity. So safety and security. Before people can be motivated, they want to be sure that their life is not in danger. They don't want to work and at the end of it, they died at work. So the health and safety of the workers are important. So if things are put in place in terms of health and safety, workers will be motivated and they will do the job well. Do you get that? Social needs. People are social animals. This means that they have social needs. People like to communicate and make friends. People also like to be cared for, to care and to belong to groups. Work can satisfy social needs. This is because people often work with others. This provides opportunity for people to meet and develop friendship and relationships. Another reason why people work is because they want to meet up with new friends. And the work environment will allow that, because the work environment, you have to meet up with different people. So you are motivated because you want to work in play, you are motivated, but your motivation comes from meeting up with people, then that is social needs for you. So the need for friendship, relationship, they are part of it. Do you understand? So you meet people, and that can be a sort of motivation for you. The next one, esteem needs. People need to be recognized. They want to be appreciated. They want to be respected. So if they are recognized, they are respected, they are appreciated, they will put effort in the job and they will be motivated. Is it clear? They will have self-actualization. For self-actualization, it means you are motivated because you want to reach the best version of you. You want to be the best you can be. So there's motivation for me because I want to be the best version of me. I want to be the best that I can ever be. So that is self-actualization. So that's a motivation too. Is it clear? Any question about that? So we'll go down. So that's about Maslow hierarchy of needs. So I explained them already. So Maslow also said, bottom of the table now. Maslow also said that when business try to motivate workers by satisfying their needs, they should recognize the following. One, once one set of needs have been satisfied, they are no longer a motivator. Workers can only be motivated by achieving the next set of needs in the hierarchy. Therefore, if a worker has enough pay and feels secure at work, raising pay levels would not motivate that worker. The business would have to find ways of satisfying higher needs. So, when you are talking about self-actualization, physiological needs, esteem needs, and these things, as soon as one stage is met, like the basic need, the physiological need, if workers are able to feed, clothe, and shelter, there's no motivation anymore there. They start thinking about the next level of hierarchy. Do you understand? So it is important for businesses to understand that once an employee is able to satisfy the first hierarchy, it will move to the next. So the first hierarchy would not motivate the employee anymore. Do you get it? Two, if lower needs are not met, workers cannot be motivated if a business tries to meet higher needs. For example, if pay were insufficient, workers would not be motivated if a business was giving workers a chance to be creative. So if you cannot meet my basic, the physiological need, how can you meet my self-actualization need? So if the business cannot meet with the lower, they cannot satisfy the upper needs. Do you understand? So it means that each stage has to pass. Okay. The third one, if a business fails to meet a particular need, workers are not likely to be motivated. For example, if a worker is overlooked for promotion, that worker may start to work less hard or look for another job. So if, as a business, you fail to meet up with one need, then workers become demotivated. So that means if one of the needs, the hierarchy, fall, the others will fall. So the first is dependent on the second. The second is dependent on the third. Is it clear? Go down. Now go to Taylor's theory of scientific management. One of the first motivational theories to emerge was that of Frederick Taylor in 1911. Taylor said that workers were motivated by money. After observing workers in manufacturing, Taylor recognized that many employees were inefficient and not working to their full potential. Okay, to their full potential, right? They're not working to their full potential. He also thought that the pay system were not motivating them to work. After making a close examination of working practices, he recommended that jobs should be broken down into simple tasks and that workers should work. So for Frederick Taylor, what he talks about is that motivation from workers is not based on self-actualization and this. He feels workers' motivation would come based on money. That is Frederick Taylor. So he said, split these jobs, reward them according to these jobs, they will be motivated. Do you get it? Do you get what I'm saying here? He said, split these jobs, reward them accordingly, they will be motivated. So he said, workers should use specialist tools and equipment. Give them tools and equipment that they need to use. So there's a job, give them the resources needed for that job. Follow a strict working procedure. Give them guidelines. Give them rules, laws that would make them to do the job. Receive proper training. Train them on how to do the job. Get breaks to recover from the physical strain of work. Allow them some break time so that they can recover from the effort they have put into the job. Be paid according to what they produce. Pay them according to what they do. These are the reasons why employees will be motivated. That is according to Taylor. Are you with me? So once a business are determined the most efficient way to carry out tasks and organize the workforce, Taylor felt that the employees should get a fair day's pay for a fair day's work. So that means they should be paid according to what they do. Is it clear? So that is how employees will be motivated according to Taylor. So we'll go to the multiple choice question. The first one. Better motivation at work is likely to increase what? Better motivation at work is likely to increase what? Better motivation. Labor productivity, yes, number one. C. Question 2. Which of the following is an example of a motivator according to Husband? Motivator. There's motivator, there's hygiene.
Yes.
No, that's an hygiene.
More responsibility.
More responsibility at workplace, yes. Good. Question 2 is B. Question 3. According to Taylor, which of the following would motivate workers? What was it? What's the answer? Question 3, did you see it? You can't find it.
No, it's here, I know.
Yeah, according to Taylor, which of the following would motivate workers? Yeah?
B. More, no. More responsibility.
Taylor, a fair day's pay for a fair day's work.
More pay.
More pay. Question 4. Which of the following would help to satisfy esteem needs at work? Esteem needs.
C.
No, esteem. Esteem is about recognition, respect,
So
applaud. D, more praise from senior staff. Is it clear? So that ends the topic of what? What's the topic? Importance of motivation, right?
yes.
The importance of motivation.
Yes.
Is that the topic?
Yes.
The importance of motivation in the workplace. So that ends the topic. So you have the exam practice now. Please do.
Can I